Well, if you talk with a few people who've had back surgery, you are likely to hear some positive and some negative stories. There are some things that you can do to give yourself a better chance at a good outcome. Here to talk with us this morning is the author of The Optimized Patient. We're talking about Harvey Warren. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So first, tell us about the injury that caused you some back problems.
Sure. I was on a business trip in Evanston, Wyoming. And the guy that was driving the car didn't see the stop sign, and we got T-boned. And 3 days later, I was at a convention in Las Vegas, and I couldn't actually get up. I was just paralyzed.
Really?
Really.
What was causing the problem?
Well, there was swelling in my lower lumbar region, and I then went through the chiropractic and the exercise and the Pilates and every conceivable thing you can think of, including epidurals, trying to relieve the pain in my legs. Ultimately, I found out that I had to go for back surgery and get my spine fused, which is terrifying to most people, including me.
Yeah. So your surgery was a success or not so good?
Well, I've done it 3 times now. I figured one wasn't enough, a couple more, just to get it right.
Yes.
No, actually what happened is the surgeons tried to do as little as they could and hope that it would heal. So it took 3 rounds to get it just right. And so here I am. I'm okay.
Yeah. Now, tell me why you felt there was a need to then write a book.
Well, it's the most terrifying experience you can imagine. There's no book on it. There's no book on how to get
There wasn't.
Well, there is now, yeah. Yeah, there was no book on it. There's nothing out there on how to prepare for surgery. Did you have that class in school?
No.
I didn't have that class. I know. So I said, okay, there's a million things that I learned, some of it by dumb luck and some of it by research. And I found out about, okay, here are the things that you need to do. And here are the things that you need to do before you get in surgery and then when you get out of surgery. The basis of the book, it covers rest, it covers nutrition, it covers exercise, and it covers mindset, which is really the fundamental problem. People go into surgery and they think that their surgeon's going to take care of everything, and they don't. There's this whole recovery process that no one knows anything about.
And typically you think your doctor or the nurses are going to tell you everything you need to know.
Well, yes. I mean, the presumption is that your surgeon is going to guide you through the whole thing. But a surgeon is really a carpenter. His job is to put your spine back in order. Getting better is a whole nother project.
And how long would you say it took for you to get better?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and that's people go, oh my God, it took so long. But when you think about spending 30 years in a wheelchair versus 7 years in physical therapy and working through the exercises and learning how to eat properly and getting your head straight. Well, yeah, 7 years against 30 in a wheelchair, I'm good.
Yeah, and you're doing well now.
I'm doing fantastic. And, you know, Bill Walton wrote the foreword to the book. You know, Bill had a number of injuries, 37 orthopedic surgeries, and, you know, he wrote the foreword helping people to understand that if you get your energy right and if you get your mindset, you can get better.
Do you think it's really the mindset is number one?
100%. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. That's the truth of this matter. If you think you can get better, you will. Some people just don't want to get better. You know, workman's comp individuals and stuff like that. Some people, like me, are just going to go figure it out. I'm going to go do everything I can to figure it out. There's a lot of people in the middle, that big bell curve, that they all want to get better. They just don't know how. And the surgeon goes, very nice to meet you, glad to sew you up, and now you're done. And you go, well, how do I learn to walk again? What am I supposed to eat? How do I rest? How do I handle my opioids? And a lot of that is just completely not covered.
But now you have written this. Are you getting some good feedback from folks?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, most importantly from doctors. The doctors, the surgeons themselves are so grateful for this book because they don't have the time to handhold a patient all the way through the process. They're so happy to see that we've done this, and they're giving them out like hotcakes. By the way, we have a 25% discount for KCAL viewers on the website. So go to the optimizedpatient.com, theoptimizedpatient.com, and you can download the book. It's a Kindle book. It's a audio book. You can buy the book. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry that you had to go through this, but everyone who will follow in your footsteps hopefully will have an easier go of it because of you taking the time to write the book.
And they will get better.
Thank you so much. And if you want to see this segment again, you can go to our website, KCAL9.com, and click Seen on TV. We'll be right back.